forebears had to rely on the sun to get a grip on life. And from the moment that they understood the yearly recurrent cycle of the sun, they really got a better grip on life just because of the fact, because then they could secure much better their future existence. So when they came to understand the cycle of the sun and the working of the sun, they could make a calendar, and so they knew the important pragmatic information from that. So from then on, they knew when to sow, when to reap, when to slaughter the cattle, when to hunt, when to stay inside and don't take part in lengthy missions, etc. So the cycle and the equinoxes, they also determine the festivities and the mythological stories, and they are embedded in the symbology and rituals. Today, I will just explain in a simple manner what the frame is for the upcoming Yule time and the winter or the midwinter solstice. So in future videos, I will dive deeper into this frame, and we will explore how we can have a smooth and organic revival of the old ways of our forebears. And we will do that in first degree by, in my opinion, we do this best by surfing on the Christian holidays that nowadays exist and determine our calendar anyway. The good part is that these Christian holidays, most of the time, are just based on historical heathen customs, gods, and holidays anyway. And like I already mentioned in the fourth video, which you can go watch if you like, where I talk about how you can get a good family fortune or a good family Heiliger. This video was in the light of the period of All Saints and All Souls Day, which is traditionally the beginning of the dark period of the year, in the beginning of November. And like I already explained in that fourth video, in order to get a feel and a understanding of the religious and cultural experiences of our forebears, we can see the start of November with the All Saints and All Souls Day, and the nowadays very popular remembrance of forebears as the start of the period where the darker and shorter the days will become. The thinner, as you can see, the thinner the line will become between our world and the world of the deceased. So the influence of our deceased will be increasing more and more until the point of gravity with midwinter and the 12 nights and um, the 13 days, which come out of those nights, because in the understanding of our forebears, the day is born out of the night. And this is the period, the 12 nights and 13 days, where everything stands still, and where the Sol Invictus, the unbeatable sun, will rise again and climb higher and higher each day. And each day, the sun from that moment on will bring more light and warmth until the midsummer solstice. The Christianization of Europe, the Christianization of our forebears, was often with violence and force. But on the long run, this was not the most effective way to Christianize. The most effective way was by means of adaptation. And the strategy was to Christianize heathen customs cultic places, gods, and so on. They just made out of those heathen customs and practices and cult places, they just gave them a Christian touch. So in that regard, heathenism has changed the original Christianity more than the other way around. And once you know this, you can be your own Sherlock Holmes from then on, and you can see the hidden customs through many Christian saints and holidays. And like I mentioned, from the beginning of November, the darker period of the year, the days will become progressively shorter and colder, and nights will be darker. And this period of the year goes parallel with the mythology of the end game, the big battle, the Ragnarok, where the gods will fight against the chaos as a model of explanation of the same phenomena as this same period in nature. So the All-Father, Odin, collected the best and strongest fallen warriors on the battlefield in order to turn out with the best possible army in the hour of truth. And the hour of truth is the midwinter solstice. And in the hour of truth, the question will be, will the sun, the Sol Invictus, will the sun rise again? Order trump chaos once again. And this is the actual theme in a nutshell. And in mythology and in festivity and experience as a metaphysical concept as a whole. So you can still see this classical Odin and his arm of dead warriors concept in modern day appearances like St. Nicholas and his team of followers with their faces painted black, or with horned followers, figures with animal skin and all that. So in essence, this army is walking around on Earth in order to restore order in the chaos. They behave like outlaws. That's also what they are, because they are also in mythology martially initiated, and they behave wild and in a frenzy like the classical Manabunds, like berserkers. And they carry whips with them whilst they hunt, for instance, young women, or whilst they are hitting trees or acres. And this is because of the fact that they want to impregnate the acres and make them fertile, just the same as they symbolically hit women with the whip on the butt in order to make them fertile. And along that, they tend to scare young children with their appearance, threatening to take them with them in a basket or in a sack. And you can see still many variations all over Europe, with a lot of local differences, but most of the time consisting out of the aspects of what I just summarized. And always, and that is the most important, during winter time period. And many of those customs are weakened nowadays, and they are taken far away from their raw and wild original form. So from now on, and in further videos, I will dive deeper in this matter. But from now on, you can understand these customs during winter time much better. And now you can link them to the concept of the deceased forebears and winter time, and also to the mythological wild hunt and winter times. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and leave me a message. See you next time.